Hey, what is up guys? DRC3 here, back with another My Hero Ultra Impact video, and today we are going to be showcasing the new Case Files Momo Yaoyorozu. Now this is not actually just a Case Files character, this was a JP exclusive for a while back. They got it from an event, but now we have finally gotten it from a Case File, so I am really excited to be showcasing this character. I feel like I've been waiting forever for this character to come to global. Now we're still just waiting on Redestro and Night Eye, the SR versions, but hopefully we'll get them in a later Case File. So let's go ahead and take a look at her ability boards, where I have her at, and take a look at her kit. As you can see, she is level 80 currently, so she's not quite max level. By the time this current Case File is done, she will be level 120. I might do another showcase then, but I just couldn't wait to do a showcase for her because once again, she is new to global. So for her ability board on the peace route, we have her up to the second unlock level limit. We are about, what is it, 40 pieces in. On the next one we only need 10 more pieces, so you could throw her on a dispatch and actually get more pieces quicker, or you can just wait till the next Case File comes out, whichever way. I'm going to be waiting till the next Case File because they give us enough pieces anyways, and I'd rather use dispatches for my UR characters. And then on the DX route we don't have anything yet because we only got one copy of her. And then on the basic route I have her all the way done with board 9 because that is what you get the orbs for. I have not put any more investment in her besides the orbs because I feel like board 9 is plenty for an SR character, and if you're going to invest in anyone, invest in your UR characters from board 10 to board 13 unless you need something like a skill improvement for a particular reason. Now taking a look at her kit, her plus ultra move is called a Big Boom. It deals 500% damage to a single opponent and decreases the opponent's speed by 20% and critical hit rate by 10% for 3 turns. This is actually going to be fairly useful in this particular VE tower because All Might is very strong. If he hits crits, he just destroys your team. So decreasing All Might's crit rate actually helps your team survive. So this is one place where this character is actually fairly useful. And then you have the first action skill called Casting Net Cannon. Medium chance of binding a single opponent for 1 turn. That's a status element, that's decent. Decreases the opponent's speed by 25% for 3 turns. That is a technical hit. And then also increases character's own plus ultra gauge by 25%, which is amazing as well. And a cooldown time of 5. That is the one downside, is a cooldown time of 5, but 5 you can still work with. So overall, for a free-to-play character, she is looking very, very good, and it's a little bit sad that we didn't have her on global until just now. Her second action skill is called Firm Command. It reduces damage to all allies by 20% for 2 turns. That's actually really good for VE tower, especially when you're taking on someone like All Might. Gives your team more survivability, opens up a little bit more room to mess around with who you have on your team. Also decreases the critical hit rate of all opponents by 20% for 3 turns. Also very nice. It's another technical hit right there when you decrease the opponent's crit rate, and it has a cooldown time of 4, which is phenomenal. So overall, her action skills are good because you have 2 technical hits and you have a status element, which is really nice. And then for her first auto skill, Overcoming Predicaments, once per battle regenerates HP of all allies by 20% for 3 turns when character's HP is below 50%. So on top of that, she's a healer, which is really nice as well. So you have a healer who has technicals and status elements and helps your team have better defense. That's all pretty, like, that's insane for an SR character. And then the second auto skill, Class Tutor, increases speed of all allies by 15% when HP is 50% or higher. That's not really super important. It doesn't really do a whole lot for us, but everything else in her kit honestly is not terrible for a free-to-play character that is going to be used in VE Tower. So with all that said, I am running her alongside Fantasy Todoroki and New Year's Todoroki just because she is only level 80. All Might is freaking ridiculously strong, and we're going to need as much damage and protection as possible. We're running Fantasy Todoroki for the barrier. We're running New Year's Todoroki for the ecstatic. And then also because she increases her own plus ultra, we should get a full 3 plus ultras turn 2, which will be really nice. And hopefully we can get this done within a decent amount of turns. I make no promises though. I have no idea, but our goal is just to see how survivable this team is really with Yaoyorozu on it, or are we going to get clapped right away? Alright, so this All Might has 541,000 health. Once you get him down to 375,000 health, he will heal himself back up to full, unless you have, I believe it is a bleed or a burn on him. If you have a bleed or a burn on him, then he will not heal himself back up to full. So that is one decent aspect of having the New Year's Todoroki on our team. We'll have to hope we get the burn though. We will go ahead and use Firm Command first for Yaoyorozu because it has the lower cooldown time. It reduces damage to all allies by 20% for 2 turns and decreases his critical hit rate, which will be good for us. And I am running a action skill cooldown time memory on Yaoyorozu because she does have that 5-turn cooldown. So this 4-turn cooldown is actually 3 and the 5-turn cooldown is actually 4. Decrease our damage. And we did land the burn, so that's going to help us out if we can get him down to 375,000 health within the next 2 turns. We do have all 3 plus ultras here, which is nice. Our plus ultra will once again reduce his critical hit rate. We're not doing a ton of damage to him, right, because he does still have his extra defense until we get him down to 375,000 health. And if we take a look right here, we have critical hit rate down by 20% for 1 more turn, and then we have critical hit rate down by 10% for 2 more turns. So he's losing 40% crit for this turn, so that'll help us out a little bit. And then he also has defense down from Todoroki right now, which will help us as well. All right, so we'll go ahead and we'll do this to try and freeze. We'll do this to try and bind and raise our own plus ultra gauge, and then we'll do this, and we should have a full set of plus ultras coming up next turn again. We did bind him, which is perfect. Oh, and we don't have the full plus ultras. I was wrong, but we do have all our action skills back up. Okay, so we do have that going for us. See if we can burn him here. We did burn him, perfect. And he's going to go into destruction mode, but because he's burnt, we should be okay. And hopefully he won't heal. He did not heal. Perfect. And we have all the plus ultras again. So Yaoyorozu is actually working out surprisingly well on this team. 25,000. 24,000. How much does she do in comparison? 10,000. Like, not terrible considering the URs are only doing 20,000 for her to do 10,000. We are on turn 6 and he's halfway dead. Unfortunately, I don't think we're going to get this done in like 6 to 7 turn clear. But we are going against All Might, who has a ridiculous amount of health, and we're trying to run an SR character. So I didn't really expect to get this done in like a good amount of turns, but I am going to say I'm impressed with how survivable she is, because she honestly has more health than both the Todorokis right now. Granted, she may not have been targeted all that much, but I feel like her reduction in crit on All Might and her defense for the team has really helped us. And as I say that, he goes after her and kills her! Why? Why does he have to? Oh my goodness. All right, he just had to do that. Okay, well. Oh, why did he do that? Why, All Might? Okay, well, obviously, not as survivable as I thought, but I think once we get her to level 120, she'll be more survivable. We almost made it to the end. We almost made it to the end with Yaoyorozu. Just couldn't quite get there. Oh, we were so close. That really sucks. We were actually really, really close. But you can see how many plus ultras we got. You can see that she worked out fairly well with this team because she does raise her own plus ultra gauge. She landed the bind, which was nice. So she has the status element. She has the double technicals. We hit 11 technical hits. It did only take us 8 turns. It probably still would have only taken us 8 turns even if she hadn't died. So an 8-turn clear is not super, super terrible for this particular VE tower. Like, she actually performed fairly well in my opinion. And then 6 status elements because she was on the team. Overall, I think Yaoyorozu performed pretty well. But let me know what you guys thought down in the comments. And if you guys enjoyed the video, please go down there, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and thank you guys for watching. Peace.